let me see if let me see. I think I've got everything. So, well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Eric's Friday motivational call. I'm lucky enough to have the honor of being able to host this once again, and I don't know, I feel really great about it. Eric's gone today. He'll be back on Monday. Um, he's on the road. I don't know if everybody heard. He's this weekend. He's presenting at a conference called the Ultimate Experience. So he's in Scottsdale, Arizona, and if you want to, you can check that out. It's at the website www.beingmovement.com, and so if you choose to, you're welcome to check that out. So today we'll delve into another of Napoleon Hill's success principles. And what better than the principle that Napoleon Hill thought was the absolute number one most important principle, and he felt that it needed to be understood from stem to stern, from top to bottom, from left to right, for as far as you can see. And it's kind of funny because his old business partner was W. Clement Stone, and he and Clem, they would argue. They'd have a little friendly argument over which was the number one success principle that Andrew Carnegie passed down to Napoleon Hill, and then Napoleon Hill spent his entire life distilling these success principles. And of course, Stone, he would say that a positive mental attitude was the number one success principle, and Napoleon Hill would completely stick to his guns and say, "No, Clem, no, you're not right. It's a definiteness of purpose." And in my experience, if you don't have both, it's really tough. And so it'd be a real challenge for me to be forced into saying what just one was. And I think I kind of always come back to, do you need that positive mental attitude? Yes. And for me personally, I've always found it to be self-discipline. If I can discipline myself, I can put myself into the appropriate attitude. If I can discipline myself, I can put myself in the appropriate definiteness of purpose. But all of that set aside, let's take a look at Napoleon's scroll, and we can read if you want to. Just leave your microphones off, but read with me if you can see this, what the scroll is saying. And so here we go. Principle number one: definiteness of purpose. Definiteness of purpose is the starting point of all achievement. Don't be like a ship at sea without a rudder, powerless and directionless. Decide what you want. Find out how to get it, and then take daily action toward achieving your goal. You'll get exactly and only what you ask for and work for. Make your mind up today that what it is that you want, and then start today to go after it. Do it now. Successful people move on their own initiative, but they know where they're going before they start. And then, of course, next to Napoleon Hill's signature is one of his classic quotes: "Whatever the mind can conceive and achieve, and believe, the mind can achieve." And how could that be more perfect? And I think of that. I don't know. Can you picture in your own mind a ship at sea without a rudder? And if the sea starts churning whatsoever, it's just going to go flip and flop and be wherever it is. And so they absolutely directionless. How can you possibly go anywhere? And what would that ship do? It'd end up crashed on the shore. So just gotta know what you want, gotta know where you're going. And so just such a critical principle. I should introduce myself. I'm a global master coach with the Napoleon Hill Institute, who effectively guides people into feeling their greatness and into living their greatest lives. And I do that by using the success principles that Andrew Carnegie conceived and then Napoleon distilled over his lifetime My name's Gary Glass. I specialize in helping people unlock their full potential of the mind by using a unique and personalized approach to Napoleon Hill's laws of success, and that first law being definiteness of purpose. And let's dive in. Personally, when I hear of definiteness of purpose, I think of those words, and I just think, wow. The words are truly supercharged for the person who really wants to be successful, for that person that has that burning desire within them. And so what I'd like to do to start with is just break these words down. What do they really mean? What does it, of course it's the starting point, but what does it mean? So if you go to old Webster's and you take a look at definiteness, you're going to see that definiteness means clearly decided, to not have any doubts, to not have any worries, to not be vague whatsoever. And so what I'd like you to do right now is I'd like you to think and answer this question to yourself. What is a state of mind that is the opposite of worry or doubt? And the answer to that would be to be in a state of understanding, to not be vague, but to be clear. It's where you clearly understand something. And so what really needs to be clearly understood? Well, that's your purpose. And purpose is a intention or an objective. It's something that you really, really want. So when we put these words together, definiteness of purpose, we have a clear, well understood objective, a well-defined objective, an objective that's absolutely crystal clear. And I don't know about you guys, but in my own mind, when I hear that word crystal, I always think of Jack Nicholson in that, was it A Few Good Men, him and was Tom Cruise in the courthouse. And do you understand crystal? I know it crystal. And so it in the context of this definite major purpose, you just can see every single detail of your objective, of your goal. You can see it in your mind's eye. And so Napoleon Hill would say it needs to be very clear in the workshop of your mind. So in your mind, you can be working on this idea. You can be forming it. You can be shaping it. You can be polishing it, making it more and more clear, making it more and more precise, so that you can understand exactly what you need to do in order for you to be able to bring that to fruition, to be able to manifest that within your own lives. So, we go back to the scroll, and Hill points out that definiteness of purpose is the starting point of all achievement, of making that purpose a reality. And Hill goes on, he's saying that crystal clear objective where you can see every detail of it is where that achievement begins. It's where you're, for the race of your desire, it's where the starting line is. And at that starting point where you can see every single detail of it, it defines that moment in time when you absolutely know that you're going to be successful in achieving the objective. And so you might be asking yourself, where have I seen this to be the case? And, it'd be in your business or in your sales. And I know that I've seen it in my own business and my sales and in the programs that I've created. And most of the time that works, and sometimes it doesn't. However, I'm not really married. I'm never married to the how I get to my goal. Maybe I'm doing a particular thing and that's not working out, and so I need to pick a different plan. So, however, the goal always stays the same. Your plans might get there, might change as you're on your way there, but the goal always remains the same. So I'm married to my goal. So to achieve my goal, I'm not married to the plan. I can change the plan to get there, but I am married to its achievement and that end state. So the how really doesn't matter. Then again, back to a little bit back to the scroll, Hill talks about, successful people move on their own initiative, but they know where they're going before they start. You have to know that. You have to know what you want so crystally, so clearly, and then you end up using your will to make that objective come to be. And it's in that willingness where you're demonstrating your will by moving on the idea, and you move into action towards your goal. And Hill continues, successful people aren't those, or rather, successful people are those who do not settle for anything short of what they set out to get. So these successful people, they just don't take no for an answer, and they get what they want. And I just feel it. How beautiful is that? I mean, you think of that, the definiteness of purpose, knowing what you want so clearly that you can come up with the plans and make it happen. And one of the guys I've heard probably the best example of this. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Hi, Michelle. I'm going to put you on mute, sweetie. Anyway, one of the most powerful, one of the most wonderful examples that I've ever heard of was when I was at a Napoleon Hill certification seminar a year or so ago, and Dr. J.B. Hill was there. And Dr. Hill, that's Napoleon Hill's grandson. And at the seminar, Dr. Hill shared Bruce Lee's definite chief aim. And so I just want to share with you right now. And here it is on the screen in Bruce Lee's own handwriting. And if you'd like a copy of this, I'm happy to send it to you. And just so that everybody's on the same page, I don't know if everybody knows, Bruce Lee was a Chinese American martial artist and an actor who was an avid Napoleon Hill student. And his definite chief aim is right here, like I said, in his own handwriting. And let me read that to you. He says, "I, Bruce Lee, will be the first highest paid Oriental superstar in the United States. In return, I will give the most exciting performances and render the best of quality in the capacity of an actor. Starting in 1970, I will achieve world fame, and from then onward till the end of 1980, I will have in my possession $10 million. I will live the way I please and achieve inner harmony and happiness." And you can see down in the bottom right corner, there's Bruce Lee's signature, and he dated it January of 1969. And what's really amazing is over the course of the next year, Bruce emerged as a star in a very successful United States television series called The Green Hornet. And associated with that, he ended up being able, that program was adapted for the Chinese and the Hong Kong market, and there it was known as the Kato Show. So he solidified his international stardom, and with it just amazingly, he focused on this, and within the year, he absolutely achieved every single one of these goals. And so what I'd like to point out is that he used this very definite system that Napoleon Hill advocates. You set your goal, you write it down in a very specific format, you get into action, and then you can see he achieved his definiteness of purpose. He did exactly what Napoleon Hill suggested that he do, and then he won. And some of the you can see some of the other things here. There's a couple of different images of Bruce, and one of his more famous quotes, and him in the Green Hornet, and him in one of his other movies where he was fighting karate with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Just absolutely amazing. And if you'd like, I'd love to send you a copy of Bruce Lee's definite major purpose, and just put an email in the chat, or get a hold of me on the Facebook. You're more than welcome to DM me on Facebook. But what I'd like to mention is it's absolutely amazing how goals work, how goal achievement works. And in that, if you write your goal down correctly, and you become emotionally involved with it, you connect with your goal repeatedly so that it just becomes a part of you, you're virtually guaranteed by universal law to succeed. So to let me see. So to close, I just like to repeat that quote from Hill.
Morning, how you
that,
doing?
Good about you,
huh?
He was here first, so
already greeted him.
okay, good.
Uh-oh.
I saw that.
So Napoleon Hill, he said, successful people are those who don't settle for anything short of what they set out to get. So I just have to ask you, do you have your definite major purpose written down? Your definiteness of purpose. And if you don't, I would challenge you that you would. And if you choose not to, I feel like I have to ask you, what's more important, settling for the life that you're living right now, or living the life of your dreams with your definite major purpose? So I'd highly suggest write it out today. If your definite major purpose is associated with sales, of course, Eric has all kinds of fabulous materials. I was taking a look at his book, Continuous Sales Improvement, just the other day, and it's just fabulous. And if you'd like some help with your mindset, I'd be thrilled to assist. I've, of course, at the Napoleon Hill Institute, we've got plenty of forms to help you work through it. If you'd like the form to help you work through your own definite major purpose, I'd love to send that to you. Just you can DM me in my Facebook. Again, my name's Gary Glass. Write out your definite major purpose. Get emotionally involved with it, fuse with it so that you become the person that has whatever it is that you want, whether it's the business, the income, the career, the house, the cars, the vacations, whatever it is. With the right application of the principles, the sky is truly the limit. So don't sell yourself short. Be the person that has everything you want. And that'll do it for today. I'll see you next time. God bless everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you have any questions, I'd be thrilled to help you with them.
Do you want to put your contact information in the chat?
Sure, I can do that as well. Oh boy, look at all the chats. Wonderful. Let's see, I'll just put it into everybody. And my email address is gary@garyglassconsulting.com. And I'd be thrilled to send you that. Essentially, it's the PDF of the materials I just showed you. The scroll, the Bruce Lee definite chief aim, the little poster boards of Bruce, and then that definite major purpose in life worksheet. It's so good. If you put some time in on it, it's a fabulous thing. Yeah, Steve.
That's great. I have a question. Those scrolls, I've tried to find them. They're not so easily the 17 principles. They're not publicly available, right?
I found them I've Googled them up a number of times, and if you choose, I can put a package together and send it to you if you like.
Oh yeah, that would be
Just let me know. Just
All
let
right.
me,
I'll reach out to you. All right, thanks,
that'd
Gary.
be great. Beautiful,
Thank you.
beautiful. All right, well, that'll do it for today. So we'll until another day. Hope everybody has a fabulous day and achieves their goal.
Thank
Go
you, Gary,
do
for your
it.
time. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you.